All right, we can start about 30 seconds here. Start a little bit early today. Usually I wait for people to be on. Today is Christmas Eve. So I want to make sure that we get right to the content as quickly as possible. Let's go ahead and turn that music off. We're going to disable the banner. And let's pull up the presentation. All right. Welcome everybody to today's awesome workshop. Today is all about video and using video to pull in affiliate commissions by creating really simple content that you can use on YouTube, you can use on TikTok. The framework kind of matches anywhere you go. It's pretty much the same thing. Just you don't need to overcomplicate it. I feel like that's the main thing that you should take away from this presentation today. Don't overcomplicate it. Use what you already have. You don't need anything fancy. Just get started and start creating videos. And with enough consistency, you will start to see really good improvements in your videos going forward after this presentation. There's a lot here, and let's go ahead and jump right into it. Not waste any time here. So, affiliate video workshop. This is going to be great. All right. Welcome. This is the workshop objectives for today. In today's workshop, you'll learn how to make short, powerful videos that effectively promote Traffic ID. No Hollywood gear required, just a clear message and authenticity. So the key outcomes of this presentation: a straightforward plan to record your next Traffic ID promo video, confidence in being yourself on camera, no need to be overly polished, understanding how niche targeting like agencies can boost your conversion rates. So that's on today's agenda. So why should you listen to me? My name is Jeff Joyce. I use video to generate millions of views on videos through my agency for clients, and I've used those same methods to generate millions of views for our own products. But the truth is, you don't need millions of views to really make this work. You just need to reach the right people, and this presentation will show you how. So the first thing I want to talk about is starting with what you have. And you don't need a ton of fancy equipment. You just start with what you have. If you have a laptop, great. If your laptop has a camera on it, even better. Just start with what you have. The main thing here is what you're actually talking about and if you're solving a problem. Those are the main things. So essentials: start with a computer or a smartphone. Any device you're comfortable with. A phone cam or a basic webcam is fine. If you're on your phone, you're recording yourself plus your screen, perfect. If you don't want to record yourself, that's fine too. So a microphone, a simple USB mic, or even your phone's mic, something that provides decent audio quality is what's important here. It doesn't necessarily have to be a super awesome mic. It can just be a small USB mic that you plug in that just has better audio quality than your average mic. Recording software: keep it very simple. Use what you know. If you've only used Zoom, if you've only used Streamlab, if you've only used, just your basic video capture software, use that. Just use whatever it is that you know. Some of the ones I recommend are Tela or Loom. Those are just easy to record, and it records your screen, it records your face, and it's just really simple. Another one is Screen Capture Studio. That's for Mac, or you can use OBS if you prefer. Screen Capture Studio will allow you to auto create those zoom in effects whenever you're doing some type of presentation on your screen. So if you're going through a piece of software and you want it to zoom in to a specific section, all you have to do is click and it'll automatically zoom in, which is really cool. Or you can just use your phone's built-in camera if you're not screen sharing. That's perfectly fine too. There are going to be situations where you'll just want to talk to the camera itself and just explain a concept as opposed to giving a full presentation about a piece of software. That's fine. Use whatever you have. Just start with what you have. So some nice extras that are optional. A ring light, that's good for just lighting up your face, making sure that you're well lit. I have actually a light up here to my right that's actually giving me light. It's not necessarily a ring light, it's just a dome light that I have, but you don't need to go that extravagant. You just turn on some lights and just add some extra lighting to your video. It'll go a long way. Simple editing software. I really like CapCut. It's free. There's a PC version, there's a Mac version, and it has basically an entire suite for you to edit your videos, and it's just free. It's easy to use. It's probably one of the best in my opinion. Now you can go for more pro grade software, but CapCut gets the job done for 90% of the videos you'll ever create. What's not needed: any high-end DSLRs or green screens or a huge budget. You don't need any of that. You just need what you already have. Just get started and start making videos. Perfect lighting and multiple camera angles, also not needed. All you need is just your simple camera. You just want to get your message across. So the best tool is the one you actually use. Don't let equipment overwhelm you. 100% true. So being yourself on camera, I included some thumbnails here from some of the stuff where I was like reacting to ChatGPT advanced voice being out. I was like, well, it's kind of out. And that was literally my reaction while I was recording. And so I just clipped that and then added the little image of the advanced voice in the background. Some of the podcasts that we do, it's just very natural. I use the screenshots from the actual video itself as the thumbnail because it just captures the essence of what it is. We're having a conversation, we're having fun, and we're just being engaged in that conversation. And I think that people relate to that more. And so this was my honest reaction of just talking about Adobe Firefly. And I was pointing at the screen that I had for it. So yeah, good times. So being yourself on camera, why authenticity matters. People connect with real humans. If you're sincere and excited about Traffic ID, that's more convincing than a polished sales mode offer where you're just talking about it in a salesy format. Some practical tips here. Pretend you're talking to a friend who asked, how does Traffic ID help? That is fantastic advice. If you're just framing this as like, I'm going to have a conversation with somebody about what I like about Traffic ID or why it works for me, that's incredible. That's a great video style to present in. Just talk to a friend. Don't stress about minor stumbles or ums. It can make you more relatable. There's often times where I'm giving this presentation where I'm just stumbling through. I'm talking, I misspeak words. My brain moves faster than my mouth, but I don't care to really edit those out as much because it just makes it more relatable. I'm a human being just like everybody else. And as long as it's not consistent where every other word I'm saying, I think that that's perfectly fine. Share personal mini stories, like how you discovered Traffic ID for the first time, or how you realize its potential. These are great topics for you to create videos on, and it just people find that content more relatable. So it's really good for you to just go at it from that perspective. So let's talk about the big three: title, thumbnail, and intro. These are what's going to set you apart from every other affiliate that's promoting on YouTube. So let's talk about titles. And up here on the left-hand side, I included a screenshot of one of Alex Hormozi's video. So this video is, I discovered the easiest $1 million business to start in 2024. You can see it has 326,000 views. And then the thumbnail says easiest to start. And then there's a picture of it looks like a phone with a question mark on it. So the purpose of a title is it tells a viewer, lets the viewer decide whether or not that video is worth the click or not. So here's some sample ideas for how that would work for Traffic ID. Traffic ID review, I tested it so you don't have to. So that's an example of a title that you could use. And then you'd have here another one, reveal your website visitors in 5 minutes, no forms needed. And so a tip is clearly address a common pain point or benefit. Example, stop losing leads, identify them instead. So that's a great thing to include inside of your titles whenever you're crafting a title. If we take a look at the Alex Hormozi title here, so this is why his title worked. So the title promises an opportunity or an easier method. And we can see that here, I discovered the easiest $1 million business. So he's saying that it's the easiest. And then he's framing this as an opportunity by saying to start in 2024. So if you're looking to start a business in 2024, then you obviously want to start the easiest. And obviously the $1 million is the promise of the opportunity. And so the year anchors the opportunity by showing it's working now. So by saying it's 2024, he's illustrating that it's currently working in this current year. I'm sure that this video will obviously be recreated for 2025, or he might just change out the 24, 25. I doubt much changes in a year from the content that he was talking about. So, but it's just a great way to frame a title. Let's move on to the next one. Let's talk about thumbnails. So the purpose of a thumbnail is to create an eye-catching visual hook to complement your title. So they should work off of each other. And some tips for that are going to be to make it bold, make it minimal text, under 4 words. Don't make it a whole entire sentence. As you can see, we have 3 words here in this title. Easiest to start. There's nothing more than that. You don't want to distract too much from what the actual title of the video is. You just want it to complement that title. And so pick words that are going to set it up and frame it in a way that's an opportunity, and 2, that complements that actual title they have below. So use a clear facial expression or a screenshot of the Traffic ID's dashboard. So either or works. We definitely have affiliates that are creating videos with just the Traffic ID dashboard. That's perfectly fine. But if you want to be the person on the actual thumbnail and create that trust and build that personal brand, I highly suggest just taking a picture of yourself with a general expression of whatever that's excitement or disappointment, whatever it is, and having that as part of the thumbnail. Because then when they click through from that person that they see on the thumbnail, there's congruency between what they're seeing in that thumbnail all the way to the video. And that's important. So avoid misleading clickbait, deliver what you promise. Don't clickbait your thumbnails or your titles. Make sure that they're straight to the point, but they promise an opportunity that shifts their mindset into being like, wow, this could be incredible for this next year or just in general. So let's talk about why his thumbnail works. So it complements the title and it creates mystery by blurring out what he's hiding. This is a very genius way to capture intrigue with the people that are just browsing through YouTube and trying to figure out what they actually want to watch. And so he used a bright background and then he blurred out this phone. And you can tell that it's a phone. He's holding it. It looks phone shaped, but it's blurred out and there's a question mark on it. And so this creates a question in your brain. It's like, well, is this is it like a mobile opportunity? What is this? You naturally think about what could this video possibly be about. He's talking about the easiest $1 million business to start, and he's showing a phone. And so does it have to do something with that phone? You have to then watch the video to then confirm or answer that question in your brain. So great thumbnails create additional questions that make you want to watch. And so that's why this thumbnail works so well. It not only kind of references the title with the words, but the curiosity hook there with the phone is perfect. So the next thing is intros. Let's talk about intros. The goal of the intro is to retain the viewers past the very first few seconds. That is literally the hardest part of the video. If you can set up the intro in a way to where it hooks the viewer in and makes them want to watch the rest of the video, that is always going to be best. But another thing beyond that is going to be, does that intro relate to the thumbnail and title that you created? If it does, if you can master all three of those for a video, you're going to have a really good video, provided that the rest of the video isn't boring, in which it's not going to be boring if you just be yourself and you're genuinely excited about what you're talking about and you just deliver on what it is that you said, because people are naturally going to be interested and they're going to want to follow you through your thought process. So here's the structure. Start off with a pain point. Tired of wondering who's on your site? And then you lead them with a promise. I'll show you how Traffic ID identifies them. No opt-ins needed. And then credibility, a quick context. And then you say your name. And after trying multiple lead gen methods, this has been a game changer. So it's a very simple setup for an intro, just to get that simple structure down. You can change this however you want, but that is the simple structure of it. You want to address the pain point immediately, which resonates with the title and the thumbnail. You want to promise what it is that you're going to fulfill. So deliver that this is the easiest opportunity for 2024, business opportunity, and then credibility, say your name and say that you've tried a bunch of different ones and this one was the best. And so that's a very simple framework. So why this works, intros, this framework intros the video with framing what the title and thumbnail is. You can do this by even just repeating what your title and thumbnail is. And this lets the viewer know that they're watching the video that they wanted to watch and not just watching a video that's clickbait. Alex Hormozi does this in almost all of his videos. So if you scroll through all of his videos and just watch like the first 10 seconds, it's the same formula. It's just he reiterates what the title and thumbnail are and then says he's Alex Hormozi and then provides a statement about that adds credibility, and then it's off to the rest of the video. Very simple framework, but that intro works almost every single time. So let's talk about video types and sample hooks. There's 3 different video types that are very easy to get started with and are really simple to create. The first one's going to be review videos. And here's some samples from some people within our affiliate community that have already created videos. So for a review video, what is it? It's basically your personal take, the pros and cons, and how Traffic ID kind of fits into your average workflow. And an example hook for this type of video would be, I tested Traffic ID for a week. Is it hype or does it really work? Let's find out. That's a very simple hook just to say at the very start of the video, just to get people curious. And if they're looking for traffic ID reviews and they see that you've tested it for a week and you pique their curiosity by defining whether or not it's hype, you're naturally going to have them watch the rest of the video because they're going to want to understand whether or not it is hype and whether or not it actually works. So it's a great way to just get that curiosity going, to have them watch the entire video. The very next one is going to be how-to or tutorials. And basically what it is just a step-by-step demonstration. This is also excellent to create. You can just go through how to set up the pixel. You can go through the typical use cases for traffic ID, whatever your niche is. You can talk about how maybe agencies use traffic ID. You could talk about how people from Go High Level use traffic ID, from ClickFunnels, from WordPress users, how real estate agents use traffic ID, how to set it up. Those are how-to videos, are very, very powerful, and you can niche them really, really well. And all it is just you walking the person through how to set up traffic ID, which is literally the simplest thing. You take the script, install it on your website, and then traffic ID, you verify that pixel, and then you're pretty much done. Traffic ID is working, and leads are being generated in the background as visitors come to the website. So very simple setup process, and it's a very easy video to make, and you can make these for various different niches. It's very simple. The third type of video is pain point solutions. So here's a video, no leads, here's 3 reasons why. So it's just a great framing. If you're not getting leads and you're scrolling through YouTube, or maybe just type in lead generation into YouTube and you see this, it's like, well, yeah, I'm not getting leads. What are the 3 reasons why? So what is it? So this type of video addresses a niche's top frustration and shows how a certain product can solve it. And that product would be traffic ID. And so an example for this for agencies, if your agency clients keep asking for proof of ROI, here's how to give them real-time visitor data. So we're basically framing this in a way that gives them a solution to whatever their pain point is. A very straightforward video. You can even frame it this way too. What are the 3 reasons you're not getting leads? That's another fantastic video style. It's all about the pain point. You're addressing the pain point that people have, which is they're not getting enough leads. So let's talk about targeting niches, and we'll go with the agency example. I keep on harping about agencies, but I really think it is the best opportunity when it comes to traffic ID. So let's go ahead and go to the next slide here. So why do agencies need traffic ID? And so agencies have these pain points. They struggle to prove ROI to their clients. And this is especially true for newer clients that sign up with an agency. When they sign up, they're basically just providing a service, whether that's creating SEO content, whether that's doing social media marketing, whether that's running ads. And it's very hard to prove immediately that what they're paying for is actually worth it. And so if all they can show is just general traffic metrics, they have a hard time proving that to their client. And Traffic ID solves that for them because it just identifies that traffic, and they can export it and provide it to the client and say, here's all the people that have visited your site in the past, 30 days. Look, we have all of their details from their name, phone number, email address. We can then contact these, set up campaigns, create lookalike audiences or custom audiences for advertising. We can do all this stuff just based off of what we're doing right now by identifying your visitors. So it gives you, it shortcuts that time that it takes for you to prove your worth to your client, and agencies absolutely need that. It's a necessity. So not only is it a necessity for the people that are bringing traffic to their site, but for agencies, it's a necessity to prove to their clients that they're actually delivering results. So another pain point is incomplete visitor data. Traditional analytics may show page views, but not the individual leads behind them. And that's another aspect of this, is that if you just are operating off of Google Analytics, then you're only getting what pages are being viewed, and just that you have 400 visitors on your site today. Well, what does that actually mean? What can I do with that information? You can see the number go up or down, but you're not seeing the individual person coming through. And for an agency, this is huge. So if I give this to a client and I say, hey, these are the people that are actually on your site, that 400 that visited, that we saw on Google Analytics, we actually have their information. So we can then just email them if they were on their pricing page and say, did you have any questions about our pricing? Is there anything we can answer? And you can then nudge them to then convert into whatever product or service it is that agency customer actually provides. And so here's the third thing: missed leads and revenue. Many visitors never fill out forms, so agencies lose high-value opportunities they don't even know exist. So for an agency that's basically just relying on a pricing page or maybe a form to book a call, they're getting about 2 to 3% of their visitors that are converting on average. Whereas if they're using Traffic ID even for themselves, that then increases to the 20 to 30% on average for Traffic ID on their own site. That is a massive difference. So when they're trying to acquire more customers for their own agency, Traffic ID is a huge win. And oftentimes, agencies will typically use the traditional methods that they then use for their clients, such as running ads, such as creating SEO optimized blog articles to then bring in organic traffic, or even doing social media marketing to bring in leads that way and bring in traffic. So there is a ton of different reasons why Traffic ID is the perfect fit for agencies. And so that's one of the ones that I talk about so much, is that there's a huge opportunity here for you to create content for agencies, bring them into Traffic ID, and then get commission on not only the agency's use of Traffic ID, but every single one of their clients they sign up. And you get commission for every single one of those, which is just huge. So let's talk about a sample video. Let's frame this. Here's a title. Agencies stop missing out on leads. See who's visiting your client site instantly. An intro hook example. If you're tired of hearing your clients say, "Where are all those so-called leads you keep talking about?" then Traffic ID might be your new best friend. Today, I'll show you how it gives agencies the power to see exactly who's landing on their clients' websites with no forms required. That's an excellent hook. You just add that into the intro and you're good to go. So the demonstration angle for this is briefly show Traffic ID's dashboard, revealing visitors' names, companies, and emails in real time, and emphasize how agencies can now prove tangible ROI and turn warm but anonymous traffic into actual leads. So this is basically a framework for an entire video that you can create just based off of targeting agencies. And you can do this for various different niches, whether that be real estate agents, whether that be lawyers, or anyone in between that. You could just create videos like this for them and just niche to that audience to then drive them in. So let's put this all together. And this is how you plan your video. So you choose a style, review, how to, pain point solution, write a clear title, plan a simple thumbnail, and then craft your intro hook. It is literally that simple. Just write those things out on a piece of paper and then immediately start recording. Just start flowing with it. Even if you have to re-record it a second time because maybe you didn't like that first take, as the more that you do this process, the better that you get at it. And remember, you don't need anything fancy. You don't need any type of high quality DSLR or anything like that. All you need is just your laptop, a camera, and a way for you to record your audio. If you want to use your phone to record your audio and then just add it in afterwards, that's fine too. Just whatever it is that you already are used to using, use those things to then create your videos. Don't overcomplicate it. It's very simple. So some software that you can use to record, I really like Tela. I also really like Screen Capture Studio. This is what we talked about earlier in the presentation. So just use Tela, Loom, Screen Capture Studio, or your phone. If you use Zoom, if you use OBS, whatever piece of software that you use to record, or maybe even do like webinars, if you can record a webinar, do that and use that as your YouTube video. So keep it real. Don't overthink tiny errors. If you stumble in your video and maybe you say or anything like that, just keep going, keep recording, and over time that will slowly work its way out of how you talk, and you'll be good. Upload and share. YouTube, social media, or private link wherever your audience is most likely to see it. So you're going to share this video to wherever it is that you feel your audience is at. If you have a Facebook group, add it in your Facebook group. If you have an email list, share it to your email list, wherever it's at. You want to provide this video to everybody that's within your audience that's relevant to that video. Include a clear call to action. So an example would be like, check out Traffic ID via my link in the description. So just make sure that in your YouTube video, where you have your description, make sure to add your link in there. Do not forget that. That's how you actually get commission from referring people to Traffic ID. So this is an important part. I want to frame this for you guys. Traffic ID is the perfect blue ocean offer. Now, what does that mean? A blue ocean is a product or service that enters an untapped or less competitive market, i.e. a blue ocean, rather than fighting for space in a saturated red ocean by solving a unique problem or delivering a clear and differentiated value. A blue ocean offer faces fewer rivals, making it easier to stand out, capture attention, and attract customers without getting lost in oversaturated niches. So This is why Traffic ID is a perfect blue ocean offer. So basing off of what we said earlier about how a blue ocean is basically entering into a market that is not saturated. This is how we kind of set this up for Traffic ID. This is a break from the usual. Most affiliate marketers push the same old funnel builders, email tools, or hosting services. Traffic ID is different because it solves a unique problem, which is identifying site visitors without forms. It has a high impact on businesses, meaning when clients realize they can see who's actually visiting their site, they immediately see the ROI. And this stands out from the typical Me Too software. This is software that just basically just includes it in their offering without it actually being a good piece of technology or software. I'll give you a perfect example of this. I was reviewing ClickFunnels 2.0 when it first came out, and they added a blogging feature into ClickFunnels, and it just was not up to par with how I would picture a blog software to work. It wasn't good. And I remember on release for like the first like 2 months, it was just a nightmare to actually post articles. And so this is not a Me Too software. This is purpose built for lead generation. So untapped niche for YouTube and beyond. If you search website visitor identification on YouTube, you won't see as many affiliates promoting Traffic ID versus other crowded niches. That's your opportunity. Not very many affiliates are actually on this right now, since it's such a new product that you're early in on the game. So fresh and innovative, being an early promoter of Traffic ID positions you as an insider or a thought leader. People crave solutions that aren't done to death. And I'm pretty sure that if you've been in affiliate marketing at all, if you've done any affiliate marketing, the typical like hosting software, typical funnel builders, people always talk about them. It's kind of, it just feels saturated. If somebody wants to go search for high level, they're going to see a ton of different high level videos. This positions you early as an early promoter and allows you to create that credibility as being one of the people that's championing Traffic ID, especially on YouTube. So results speak for themselves. Show businesses they're missing potential leads daily. Once they see the direct impact, the tool practically sells itself and you earn recurring commission on that. So all you have to do is show the tool in action and it really will sell itself. People connect the dots of they know that they have traffic coming to their site, but they don't necessarily know who's coming to their site. And so just showing them that is a huge aha moment for these people, especially when you go a little bit deeper and just say, hey, we have what pages they were on, what their activity was, plus like we have their LinkedIn profile, we have their phone number, we have their email address all here. It makes it an easy sell with a really excellent product. So with less competition and truly useful product, your Traffic ID videos can rank and resonate more easily. This blue ocean approach gives you a major edge over affiliates pushing the same tools year after year. You're going to be talking about something different while they're all talking about, creating a new funnel. You're talking about identifying traffic and then using that information to then convert people into customers. It's a huge difference here. So let's talk about action steps. Pick your video style. Whether you want to do a review, a tutorial, talk about pain point, solution, whatever it is, just pick your style. Then you're going to draft your title, intro, and you're going to keep it short and punchy. Just get straight to the point. Use your own personality. Don't worry about your stumbles. Don't overcomplicate equipment. Just get started. And then the next thing is record using your preferred tool and focus on authenticity over perfection. Don't try to go for a perfect video. Just focus on creating a video and getting it out. So share it wherever your target's audience hangs out, whether that be in groups, whether that be Reddit, wherever it is. You're basically just going to share your videos there, whether you have an email list, whatever it is. So once you've done all that, post in our affiliate group. So if you're not part of this group already, we have a Brandwell affiliate group on Facebook. And if you're already an affiliate of ours, awesome. If you're not an affiliate of ours, all you have to do is go to brandwell.firstpromoter.com and you'll be able to sign up as an affiliate. And once you're approved, you'll get access to the Facebook group. But post in our affiliate group if you'd like feedback or just want to celebrate your new content. I love seeing our affiliates put videos inside of our affiliate group, because then I get to watch them, and if they want feedback and give feedback, but most of the time they just crush it. Oftentimes people just overcomplicate video and they just don't get started, and they're too focused on being perfect rather than just being authentic, being themselves, and just sharing what it is about whatever it is they're talking about and why it's good. Like, it's as simple as that. So next slide. Let's go for some final pro tips. Helpful tips. Distribution and platform specific tips. If you're on YouTube, consider adding your affiliate link in both the description and a pinned comment. So a little extra tip here, don't just add it to the description, go down, leave a comment on your own video and with your affiliate link and pin it. Oftentimes people don't click on the description to expand it. They will just scroll to the comments and see what people are saying. If you're that first comment, your affiliate link is there, they're much more likely to click it, add it to that pinned comment. It's going to be a game changer for you. On TikTok, Instagram Reels, or Shorts, direct viewers to your profile link or link in bio. That is super important because you can't really click on links inside of the descriptions when it comes to Instagram Reels or the captions. You just can't click them. So you have to direct people to actually link in bio. If you need more information about that, feel free to let me know. You can leave a comment or just email me directly. I'll go ahead and put my email here for a second. Email me. I'll give you some solutions, but very, very simple and easy to do. Cross post on LinkedIn if you're targeting B2B niches like agencies or SaaS. This is pretty self-explanatory. Almost every single person should be targeting like this B2B style of business. I highly recommend going after agencies. But if you want to go after something different, that's fine too. If they're on LinkedIn, just cross post your videos from YouTube to LinkedIn. Tracking analytics, use a URL shortener like Bitly or Rebrandly to see which videos drive the most clicks. So whenever you start creating multiple videos and you're starting to get videos out, you want to be able to track how many clicks you're actually getting from what source. So if you know a certain type of video does really well, just recreate that video again and improve on it. That improving process that you do, as long as you're tracking it, you'll get the information back and you'll be able to make really good decisions about what type of content actually resonates with the people that you're creating videos for. So note which hook or titles get the best engagement and replicate those patterns. So basically what I was just saying. Affiliate disclosures, be transparent. Inside of your description, go ahead and put in there, I'm an affiliate for Traffic ID. So if you sign up using my link, I may earn a commission at no extra cost to you. However you want to phrase that, just let people know that you're an affiliate. That's really important. It gives transparency, provides trust to the person watching, and it just makes sure that you're aligned with FTC guidelines. Experiment and iterate. Test different links, styles, intros, test it all. Always be testing. It's my little acronym, ABT, always be testing. Pivot if one approach underperforms, and then refine your strategy for each and every video. And that's basically it. That is today's presentation. We're going to do a Q&A and a wrap up, but I just want to leave it off with this. Video marketing for a fresh, high-pick impact offer like Traffic ID is a massive opportunity. By focusing on real solutions rather than just another trendy tool, you're setting yourself apart. So go ahead, record that first video, and watch your commissions grow. If there's one thing that you should take away from this is do not overcomplicate video. Just get started. Use what you already have. Use the tools you have available to you. You don't need fancy equipment. Just use what you already have and start getting those videos out. The more reps you do at this, the better. And that's basically it. So I'm going to go and open it to you for a Q&A. I will have this for we'll do about 3 minutes here. So if you have any questions, feel free to type in chat and we'll go from there. I'll go ahead and play some music too for a little bit. So the next time I'm streaming is actually going to be this Thursday. Yeah, so tomorrow's Christmas. I will stream on Thursday, and it'll be day 4 of the workshop. Not workshop, of this affiliate. The typical affiliate schedule of just educating. I will probably do another workshop later on that's not about video. You guys just let me know. Great stuff, Jeff. Thanks. Hey, no problem. How you doing, Farnaz? Happy holidays. But yeah, I hope that you guys found that presentation valuable. I think that video is what, especially for 2025, for this new year, and it comes to Traffic ID, it's such a huge opportunity to promote Traffic ID while everybody's promoting other stuff. So people that are promoting, high-level ClickFunnels, hosting platforms, all this stuff. think it's just a valuable tool that businesses everywhere can use, and it's so easy to talk about it. It solves an existing pain point that every website has. And if you think about how many websites have Google Analytics installed, but just go off of that, it's an insane amount. Like, most businesses have a website, but every business can benefit from Traffic ID. Identifying visitors to sell your product, service, whatever it is, it's so easy. Amazing. Happy holidays to you too. Love it. But yeah, I'll go ahead and end it there. This presentation was great. I loved it. Like I said, Thursday, it's going to be at 2 p.m. MST, Mountain Standard Time. And if you have any questions, 1,691 leads in 2 weeks. Insane. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was, so the time frame for the 2 weeks, that number is actually off. It's actually more leads than the 1,691. But the day that I cut it off and recorded that was like a little less than 2 weeks. It was like 12 days or something like that. So there was actually more, but I just wanted to get the video out. So I was like, oh, 1,691. That's how many were on there that day. But yeah, awesome. Incredible. All right. I hope everybody has a great rest of their Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And I will see you guys Thursday. All right. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great one.